Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. This is my granddaughter, Ivy. I'm privileged to have a visit with her today, so I, of course, took advantage of that and decided that we would do a little interview. So we're going to just jump right on in. What would you like to tell us about yourself?
Well, my name is Ivy. I am 23 years old. I am a department manager for a location that I can't actually name. And I have a TikTok with close to 10,000 followers that I try to post to regularly when I can. And I love animals of all sorts, always have, always will, and very family-oriented person.
And I'm a grandmother who doesn't have 10,000 followers and doesn't know how to work TikTok. I've tried. I don't get it. Maybe she'll teach me. What memories stand out for you about when you were younger before we moved away?
Oh, I remember when you lived in the little brown apartments, and I would always come over after school and we'd have the rainbow cookies and milk while we watched Dr. Phil. And you would knit and I would do whatever I did. And I remember Lloyd's roller rink with Grandpa all the time.
Yeah.
Before, and funny thing is, actually, about that is my fiance, Cole, is part of the team that demolished Lloyd's.
Oh, is that right? Oh my goodness.
So
we won't tell Grandpa, he'll cry.
No, but we've got actually a bag of the light bulbs from Lloyd's as a memoir, and that's reminds me as well of the good times.
That's
so
good.
That's pretty cool.
In particular, I want to know if you remembered Burgers and Snakes.
Burgers and Snakes from Dairy Queen.
From Dairy Queen, yes.
I do.
We went every Wednesday to Dairy Queen and had burgers and onion rings. We called them snakes because they were hidden inside the cave. And ironically, she loves snakes now.
Funnily enough.
Do you have a hobby that you like to do?
I like to say I'm an entertainer. I like to make people laugh. That's mainly what I try to use my TikToks for. It's just to make people smile, brighten their days. But my hobby, I'd probably have to say, is just my job. I am always elbow deep in a fish tank doing something, studying a fish or a snake or a reptile of some sort. And that's very much a large part of my life outside of work, as well as for a career as well.
So that kind of leads right into the next. What pets do you own?
Oh man, I have a whole little zoo now. Most of them are aquatic, thankfully, but I've got my little dog, my best friend, Piper. She's a Shiba Inu, and she's turning 6 in January. And then I've got my snake, little white ball python named Kinker. And her name is Kinker because she's got a divot in her spine. She was born with a small deformity, so I kind of rescued her, acquired her. I've got a little crested gecko. They're a type of tropical gecko that have sticky feet and they can stick to glass, which I think is pretty cool.
Neat.
And then I have 11 tetras in my tank. I've got 8 neon tetras. I've got 3 gouramis, catfish, corridoras, snails.
Is there room for you fellows to live in this place?
Thankfully, they're all in my 146-gallon tank there, but oh my goodness, it's a full tank, that's for sure. I don't have much room. I'm going to need to get another one, I think.
Very good. What is your favorite meal?
Oh, man. I love all food, really. I love a good home-cooked meal. I still have a thing for pork chops cooked in mushroom soup with rice or meatballs and mushroom soup and rice.
You used to like that. I didn't know if you still did.
Yeah, it's still a favorite of mine every now and again. It's a good staple. Brings me back.
And you know, it's cheap to make, easy to make.
Exactly. It doesn't cost much, doesn't take long. You just throw it in the oven and away you go.
If you could have one wish for the world, what would it be?
Kindness.
Kindness.
I just wish everyone would be kind to each other, no matter your beliefs, or who you vote for, or who you look at and what you think of them. I just want everybody to be kind and to treat each other with the respect you would want them to treat you with.
And it takes more effort to be nasty than to be kind.
Absolutely.
Like, it should be just an automatic
Absolutely.
fall to.
It takes nothing for an excuse me or a thank you or my apologies. It's very easy.
Do you feel that as a family that we do a fairly good job of being supportive of one another?
Oh, absolutely. We're very close. We've always, I am very distant, I know, in the family. I've yet to meet our newest member, Finn here, but I've heard so much about him. He's such a cutie. But I know that if I reached out to any one of you guys, that there would be support.
You're very busy too. So.
I live at work, but I know that we can support each other and rely on one another anytime, day or night.
What is your favorite movie?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Always has been and always will be.
Yeah. Okay, what is your most often choice? I'm going to give you a few choices. Coffee, tea, pop, juice, or water?
Oh. I'm very seasonally based, I think. And in the summer, I love a vanilla iced coffee. That's my go-to. I have one almost every day. I can't start my morning without one. And then in the winter, it's usually a French vanilla, like mocha or something warm and hearty, but definitely caffeinated.
I have heard that the new Tim Hortons, what is it? Iced pumpkin spice.
Their pumpkin iced latte.
Yeah, something that I've heard that's really good. So
I've yet to try it, but I want to.
That's on my to-do list at some point. This is the last one. Where would you most like to vacation?
Well,
in a world where we're not having a pandemic.
Yeah, in a world where it's possible for sure. I've always wanted to go to Ireland or to Scotland or anywhere like that in the UK. I've already been to Germany and it was absolutely gorgeous. Actually, I think that was 7 years ago yesterday that we went down to Germany.
We actually have quite a few people from Germany that follow.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful country down there. The Autobahn scared me, definitely, but that's okay. We're a lot slower over here. I'm fine with that.
So you would go more for a historical type tour or whatever, rather than a sit on the beach.
Yeah, no, I don't handle the heat and the humidity well. I went to Florida once with my sister, and we stepped off that plane, and the second the door of the airport opened, it felt like I was being suffocated. Like I walked into a sauna.
Humidity is.
It's so dry here that it's just all I've ever known. So the thought that I felt like I was drinking water. It was so humid there.
That's what it was when we were living on the East Coast. That's exactly what it was like. Mm-hmm. I just want to, at the very end here, I want to let you know how proud Grandpa and I are of you. You've turned into a beautiful woman, and you have a very caring heart, and that makes us very proud. But on that note, I have to tell a story.
Excellent. I'm excited to know which one.
I remember when we first moved to Nova Scotia. It was a really hard move for me to make because I was leaving behind my granddaughter. But we were starting off in a new adventure, Bill and I, and away we went. And I remember we hadn't been there very long, and the phone rang, and it was Ivy. And she had told her mom, they were having a tiff, and she had told her mom that she wanted to call her grandma. So she called me, and she says, "Grandma, I'm having an attitude." I said, "Well, knock it off." She thought I was going to side with her and say, honey, whatever your mother's doing, don't worry about it, But she just said, "Grandma, I'm having an attitude." On that note,
I needed support.
On that note, I will tell you all that I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Ivy.